There's this concept that a lot of people have been floating around, which is that the US can revalue their holdings of gold in Fort Knox. So currently the official price of gold against the US dollar is very low, whereas the market price of gold is over $3,000. The official price is somewhere between like 40 to 70. Don't quote me on that, but it's under $100. So by revaluing the gold against the US dollar, the US can not only create a large credit line for themselves, but also devalue the dollar. So drive down the Dixie, the dollar index. And by decreasing the strength of the dollar, they can also increase liquidity this way. So a lot of people have been floating around the Treasury potentially doing this, but the head of the Treasury, Scott Bessent himself, came in on the All In podcast and said this. So let me just play you this right now.
For the American people, not just debt.
Yeah.
So he wants to take the debt down, and then this idea of assets, there was a lot of talk about this economic deal we were going to do with Ukraine. That would have gone in the Sovereign Wealth Fund.
Right.
The other day when the Sovereign Wealth Fund was announced, President Trump surprised me in the Oval and said, "Could you make a few remarks?" And I said, "Well, we're going to mobilize the asset side of the balance sheet." And all the gold bugs said he's going to revalue the gold.
Yeah.
I can say today we're not revaluing the gold.
See, that's actually such a big piece of signal that I haven't heard anyone else talk about. He's the one that makes the decisions as to what happens with the Treasury holdings of the US. And he directly states here, they're not going to revalue the gold. So this is out of the question. To follow my Bitcoin trades, go to virtualbacon.com for a copy trading tutorial.